A one. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you an update on the jelly beans that I planted back in May, and it is now the end of June, so this is a month later. And as you notice, the jelly beans have turned green, back to green, because they were under shade. When they're not stressed out, they go back to green. And then when they start being under the sun again, they start turning back into red. And also, the more mature jelly bean plant also just stay red. So that's your kind of indication on how they're going to act when they are under the sun and they've already been hardened. So I'm going to move this plant box back into the sun, but I noticed later on that they were getting too burnt. So I put them back because I think the reason why they're burnt is because the roots aren't very established yet. So put them back in the shade, but then I'll show you what happened.
Okay guys, so my jelly beans are starting to turn green because they're under the shade. So since they're already probably rooted up from the time that I repotted it, I will move this to the sun. It likes the sun. So this is where I moved her, and then it's also giving shade, a little shade to the Hawaiian, the babies. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, look at the stem, how thick that is. This is also an update on the jelly beans, where it came from. Look, like these big stems, right? That's really tall stems right here. They're going to suck up some energy from the plants, and just by trimming up all of the jelly beans from this pot, look at the new growth right there. They're starting to thrive now and get bigger. These were tiny ones when I removed them. So I'm gonna take off some more and put it back up there in the sun where it likes the sun for some reason. It likes the energy. So maybe just clean up around there first before I do that, and then add more soil and add some worm casting, and then we're gonna be all set. Maybe this is also pot bound, so I'm going to remove, just make sure that it's still growing, because I like the jelly beans. The jelly beans really add a lot of color, so, and texture. So this one too, look at this one. I mean, this plant right here is pretty rare. This plant right here is pretty rare, and these two. So I have to clean up everything here. Let me see this. Oh, these are the auroras. I guess that's the Altaveria. This is the proper name for jelly beans, is Sedum aurora. Rubrotinctorium. Oops. Okay, what did I just do? This one too, this kind of fat ones. This kind of fat baby's necklace, or whatever you call that. Those are also, that's a rare one too. I got this from San Francisco. Just like people with hybrids and everything. It's really fun to go there because you see very unique plants. Oh, they probably didn't have one this year, but they're usually in June, and they probably didn't have one this year because of the COVID. So yeah, these guys need to be repotted. Look at this. It's getting very sparse. So many projects, so little time. So I moved the jelly beans back under the shade because over there it was getting too burnt. But I'm not worried about them. It's really, really dry right now, so I think I'm going to water it. But they're stressed. Look at how they're starting to get red again because it's stressed out. Because it's in the summertime and it's very hot. But most of my succulents are liking this weather. It's not too hot, but since they're dormant right now, they don't need the water, but they still can't handle the really hot weather. So I'm going to water the jelly beans because I see how dry it is right there, right?
Stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.